Gentleman yields. Gentleman from Texas reserves. Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I misspoke and elevated Mr. Neguse from Colorado, who is on the leadership and the freshman representative to the leadership. But now I am really recognizing the president of the freshman class, extraordinary woman who has been in the federal government to rescue our automobile industry, and I thank her for her service. Haley Stevens from the state of Michigan.
For 1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
The representative from Michigan is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise before you today in this chamber during this critical time in the United States of America, where our country faces a battle with a pandemic, the biggest battle we have faced as a nation together in generations. Amidst uncertainty, we work to keep Americans alive by stopping the spread of COVID-19. In these times, heroes will be made and not selected. We are in a global pandemic. Many Americans may perish unexpectedly and suddenly in unfair circumstances. These are not pleasant words to hear. Treatments and cures are needed. They will take time. Economic security must be guaranteed. The outbreak of COVID-19 has spread throughout our land. Listen to the scientists and the doctors who have spent a lifetime in this space. Listen to Dr. Fauci. This is not a moment to provide the false comforts of times past. We are so proud of Americans who are sacrificing so much right now. Our students gone from their beloved classrooms and classmates. We beam for our manufacturers who have no... I request 30 more seconds because I rise before you adorning these...
The gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Not for personal tension, but to encourage you to take
gentleman,
this to
gentlelady
I rise for every American
I'm
who is
give you more
scared
time.
right now. To the families...
The gentlelady will suspend. The gentleman from Maryland is recognized. The gentlelady is out of order.
I yield the gentlelady 30 additional seconds.
The gentlewoman is recognized for an additional 30 seconds.
Cause of their servitude, sharing in the profession with those who have not come before you. Similar times of trying medical need, wars and flus past. You will see darkness, you will be pushed, and our society needs you. To stand together at this time, our country loves you. To our doctors and our nurses, I wear these latex
The gentlelady's time has expired. The gentleman from Maryland is reserves. The gentleman from Texas is recognized. The gentleman from Texas is now recognized. The gentlelady from Michigan is out of order. The gentlelady from Michigan is out of order. The gentlelady from Michigan is no longer recognized. The gentlelady from Michigan is no longer recognized. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Thank you, Madam. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to receive.
What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American history. Shameful. The greed of that fight is wrong for crumbs, for our families. And the option that we have is to either let them suffer with nothing or to allow this greed and billions of dollars, which will be leveraged into trillions of dollars, to contribute to the largest income inequality gap in our future. There should be shame about what was fought for in this bill and the choices that we have to make.
So what you have just seen is basically two people losing their minds on the House floor. Now, the reason why I care about this is we do kind of have something similar here in Scandinavia going on. You have these alarmists also going around, or also people who are completely ignoring this, because if you just remember, just a few weeks ago, we had Bernie Sanders calling this a xenophobic lockdown, where when Trump locked down the borders in the United States. These same two people and same people in general are the ones that deem borders to be xenophobic. And suddenly, when there is a pandemic going on, then it is vital, and Trump was too late shutting down the borders. And now they're suddenly fine with these tax deals, except for when it's companies actually hiring and paying for all these workers that are now not being paid during this time, because personally, I believe they should just remove the taxes for the corporations for the foreseeable year, and try to give them some upstart, refuse them to take out any profits the next year, or sell stocks at a profit, so they can't do anything except for use the money they've gotten. But you have AOC and these other people using this, what should I say, this tragedy for many families. They've held up the bill twice in the Senate when Trump. Now, I don't agree with everything Trump does, but I believe he's doing the best he can. I support Trump and what he's doing to United States. I also support Boris Johnson, what he's doing in the UK, even though has a lot of people that are working against him. And we also have the similar type of people in Norway that are basically working against the people as well, and moving far too slowly and far too pragmatic to do anything about this. I wish we had people that would be more hands-on and actually in contact with regular people, like in my opinion, Trump is. Are there probably better leaders in the world? I don't know. Currently, I don't see any better options than him for the United States. But I just wanted to point out with this video, showing these two clips about these leftists, these Marxists, that they are the same people that want to remove guns from and the Second Amendment from people's hands, and want to give all the power to the government, yet hate the police. So I just can't with these people. They are screeching and using their position as representatives for the regular person in the street who voted for them in their district, and using this to earn money and fame and clout to basically get a spotlight on social media and maybe even a gig afterwards, because I just can't understand how you can bicker like this when people don't have money for food, rent. How are you even going to solve the rent problem? Are you going to let them delay the pay? Are you going to let them pay half rent? There's a lot of issues going on with regular people all over the world that have basically had their job shut down, mine included, because of this pandemic. I can't say the name because YouTube basically shadow bans if I say the name of what is happening right now in the world. And people are literally dying because of this, and all these people are doing is grandstanding and delaying life-saving work. And at some point, I don't know when, the borders have to be put up. The work has to start up again, and things have to go to normal. Because if people don't have money to from work to buy food and groceries, things are gonna look way worse than with the virus. I'm just telling you. So at some point, I don't know when yet. I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor in regards of virology or anything like that, but I just know that at some point we have to stop letting people like this stand on ceremony and tell everyone they are basically rich people telling the rest of the United States and the world basically that they should listen to them and stand on ceremony unless they get their will through. AOC wanted to get the Green New Deal in this stimulus pack, which I don't get. What does air traffic? She wanted illegal immigrants to be paid with this stimulus bill. I just can't understand that type of logic. in this time, you pick your battles, but Jesus freaking Christ, you don't use the taxpayer money to pay for illegal immigrants. I just can't with this one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.